Hi, I'm Rita Durant, and I love to talk about the body, and I love the Franklin method in its descriptions of how it works because it emphasizes the role of imagination and the role of the body in movement. And so one of the classic Franklin method imageries, again having to do with the spine, you may remember that the spine has the natural curves in it, and so here the hungry, hungry caterpillar is representing, let me turn it sideways, that it's representing the spine. And so what we can see is when we bend our knees, the curves of the spine deepen, and when we extend the knees, the curves of the spine extend. Now, if these were the spinous processes, then some would come together. The parts of the spine that deepen would come closer together, and the ones that extend, the spinous processes will pull apart. What we can also see in a moment, in the next video, is that when we deepen, something really interesting happens down in the pelvis. So, just a brief reminder that we can remember that when we bend our knees, we deepen our spinal curves, and when we straighten our knees, it's not like we're bending into it. It just happens. It's such a joy. The body takes care of us. Deepen curves, lengthen curves, deepen curves, lengthen curves. Thanks. Bye. Hi. Remember the hungry, hungry caterpillar? So when we deepen the curve at the pelvis, what we will see is that the base of the spine, see, that would be how the curve would deepen. It would come in, and when it does that, the tailbone comes out. Woohoo! Woohoo! What else happens is that the sit bones also pull apart. So in fact, we widen the pelvic floor. We widen the pelvic floor when we bend our knees to deepen our curve. Now, why is this important to know? Well, because we have elastin in our muscles. And so when we deepen them, it's like kind of pulling open a rubber band. And then when we straighten our legs again, we can just bounce back up. So imagine if there was a rubber band or some, be right with a little piece of elastic, right? And it's at the base of this. What we can see is when we deepen our curves, we're going to expand this, and then boing, we can boing back up again. So our own natural resiliency is built into the body. It's wonderful. And so as we deepen our curves, we can imagine creating a nice stable base, filling up energy, boing, to zoom us back up again. When does this happen in yoga? Well, for sure in chair pose. One of the things I very much enjoy doing is when I do chair pose to imagine how the pelvic floor is widening, creating a stable base for me to rest into. And then when I come up again, I'm full of energy.